Yo, what is up guys, Trolls here, and today we got a package from eBay, and so it's going to be a PlayStation 2 Slim. Now, I already own a PS2, which I'll show you later in the video. I have the original fat model, as it's called. Now, during the PS2's lifespan, they released different models. Of course, you have the PS2 Fats and then the other variations of it, and then they also did the same exact thing with the PS2 Slim. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much to talk about, so let's just get right into it. Jesus. Alright, let's see what we got here. I always think I can, open these, tape, but I guess not. Alright, so we got newspaper. That's unusual. Some packing stuff, and the first thing we're going to look at is our PlayStation controller. Oh, okay. Yo, this is actually nice. So we got a PlayStation 1 controller, actually. If you couldn't tell, the color is a dead giveaway. And it does not say DualShock 2. I think it usually says it on the right side. It could be the left. But yeah, in the listing it looked like this was just the silver PS2 controller, but no, it's actually the OG, well, not the OG one without the analog sticks, but it's the DualShock 1 PlayStation controller, which I actually kind of like better. I'm glad that I got this. It's actually pretty cool. Well, there you have it. And in this listing, they gave me a second controller. Now, I'm assuming this is just a normal DualShock 2. Yeah, okay, so it was the left side. It says DualShock 2, and as you can see with this one, it does not. So this is OG PS1, and this is a PS2 controller. Got that nice black to it. Yeah, looks really nice. Feels nice. Now, I already have two PS2 controllers, so now I have four. I might as well sell it, or at least maybe, I don't know, give it to my nieces or something like that. Or niece and nephew. And they did include a, is this what, composite? Yeah, composite. I already own a component, so I don't really need this, but I guess it's nice to have. And now for the main event, oh, actually, hold on, I forgot they added this. They actually gave me the original manual that came with the console. But anyways, yeah, this is just a normal manual, it tells you how to do shit on it. But yeah, so now for the main event, I think, yes. Alright, let's move this box. Don't mind this, I was modding my PS2, it's, I think it's screw. Alright, so here is the PS2 Slim that I got. Unwrap this. And alright, so damn. This thing actually looks really nice. I mean, yeah, it's a bit scratched up, as you can tell, but I mean, that doesn't really bother me. So, it's basically a normal PS2, except smaller, obviously. You have your memory card slots, controller ports, two USB ports, which you can connect a mouse and keyboard for games that are compatible. For example, if you guys didn't know, Half-Life 1 actually released on the PS2, and I think that game does support keyboard and mouse if you connect it to the USB ports. So take a look at the side, there's some ventilation there. Not much ventilation though, besides the two sides. Yeah. And if you guys couldn't tell, this is the, I think, 9001 model. And the dead giveaway for that is this has a built-in power supply, whereas a normal PS2 Slim, or at least the earlier models, they would have a AC adapter and have a power bank like on the side, kind of like the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. Yeah, so this is the turn on button, which I actually really don't like. It's like uncomfortable to push. Okay. Alright, now let's do the eject button, or the open tray button. Boom, it just pops up like that. So a thing you have to be careful about when it comes to PS2 Slims that I've heard is that the ribbon cable, which is this copper colored or orange, whatever you want to call it, little cable, ribbon cable, sometimes it leans up after a long time and it can scratch your discs. So be careful and just make sure you buy one on eBay that sort of looks like this, where the ribbon cable is just, you know, not popped up or visible to the point where it's like, I don't know, popped up, I guess. But yeah, so I did my research. I made sure I was very careful that I did not get one that was popped up, because as a person who collects Silent Hill games, I would be fucking terrified for my gaming discs to be scratched. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there is much to say about this, other than, you know, you get your Ethernet port, AV port, and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could do, oh, actually, hold up. Hey, they still added it. So if you guys didn't know, the fat model and slim models, you can turn this little PlayStation logo. I was actually not expecting it with the slim though. I thought they removed it for the slim. It was only a fat exclusive feature, but nope. Pretty cool. So you have it vertical or horizontal, and you just, I mean, this one's kind of hard to do because it's so tiny, or horizontal. But yeah, so I guess we could do a comparison now. Now, as you guys can tell, there's a huge fucking difference here. So this is my PS2 Fat, and here's the Slim. Dude, it is crazy how they managed to fit all of this inside this tiny ass little fucking thing over here. Now, when talking about both of these consoles here, there are advantages as to what the Fat can offer compared to what the Slim can offer, specifically this model of the Slim. Like I said earlier, this is one of the 9000 models, which came way later. I think it was around 2009 these were being produced. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these, you cannot mod them. So if you're really big on modding consoles and stuff like that, I do not recommend buying a 9000 model, or a Slim for that matter, considering it's a lot easier to do it on a PS2 Fat, considering this little expansion bay slot. You just take this out and you can put a hard drive into it and just load games off of there. I haven't done it yet. I plan to at some point, and I will make a video on it. However, if, you know, modding is not really what you're interested in, and you're just interested in authentic playing, really, I'd say choose what you want. You know, do you want a bigger console that maybe could be more reliable depending on which version you get of the Fat compared to the Slim? Or are you a very convenient person where space is absolutely what you desire the most? Obviously, this thing it's tiny. The PS5 is bigger, the PS3 Slim, PS3 Super Slim. I think the PS1 is even bigger than this shit, so it's very, very tiny, which I actually like. I really like that it's tiny. But, yeah, but other than that, I mean, they all do the same thing. I know there's some, like, rumors that the PS2 Slim can't play PS1 games for some reason. That's not entirely true. So what happened was, I can't remember what specific model, but I think it started with the 7500 models, where they took out the original PS1 chip that they used to, so you can play PS1 games, and with the later models, with the Slim, it was all done with emulation, similar to how every single PS3 model has done it, was just software emulation. Which, I'm not entirely sure, but I heard it has compatibility issues with some certain PS1 games. But even the FAT has issues with it. Like, I think Harvest Moon is one of those PS1 games where it just has those glitches with the FAT, or any model really. But yeah. And alrighty guys, I think that concludes this video for today. So my final thoughts on the PS2 Slim is, a part of me actually likes it better than the fat model, and why that is because honestly, I like things smaller, you know, it's more convenient for me. And I've always been that way with multiple consoles. I have a Xbox 360 Slim, I have a PSP 2000, which is also known to some people as the Slim. I have a PS3 Slim, and I don't know, I really feel like it looks a lot nicer, you know, because the PS2, let's face it, at least the fat model, it's an ugly ass looking console, alright? This, however, looks way more better. It looks like a DVD player, ironically, but it doesn't look like a bulky ass, uneven, other than this shit, DVD player, you know? It looks better, it looks more, it screams 2000 more than the PS2 Fat does, in my opinion. There's only one thing I don't like about this, and that's if to get a disc out, you're gonna have to put like pressure on it. Like it's kind of hard to take a disc out, whereas with the PS2 Fat, you can insert your finger through the hole, not sexually, out of the console, and like the disc is on your finger, you can put it back safely. So that does make me nervous. Other than that, that's my review on it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.